Hold on, making sure that my YouTube start to breathe first. All right, cool. I wanted to address a couple of things just because, unfortunately, I don't even feel like going live during these times. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to just, relax and allow me to meditate and grab my spirit. You feel me? So it be top notch as I execute some of these plans, some of these goals that I have. But I'm a little disturbed by what I'm seeing on my timeline, what I'm seeing in this collective conscious field that individuals are added to. And unfortunately, in a time of, an individual of a stature that individuals look up to, it creates a huge emotional shift. And in that emotional shift, it leaves people all in disarray. And individuals don't know whether they want to be positive or whether they want to be negative. Right. And so at a time like this, it's either going to make you more positive or it's going to make you more negative. And that's going to showcase through your actions and what you execute and what you put out there and how you influence the people. So it's best that while you're emotional, you take a step back and you don't do anything because you're not going to be thinking correctly. You're going to be thinking from an emotional standpoint. This is a time of trauma for a lot of people, and the mood of people is disruptive. And a mood is one long reaction to an emotion. And that's also where you get trauma from. Trauma is triggered, through emotions. And the death of the good brother Nipsey Hussle triggered trauma in a lot of individuals. It triggered the Dr. Sebi trauma for a lot of people. It triggered the Tupac trauma for a lot of people. It triggered the Malcolm X trauma for a lot of people. It triggered the trauma of all of the Ferguson dead individuals that, the activists that were assassinated. It triggered a lot of things that's been happening. And what it is putting people in this state of this disruptive or this unfortunate evil energy that individuals is putting out there. And it's bad leadership because I see divisive tactics being played out where some people want to be Sebian. Some people want to use the rhetoric of Dr. Sebi in order to diminish the light of other leadership. So I'm seeing this thing where the video of Dr. Sebi that was on the Rock Newman show, and he was talking about how basically he's exposing leadership or whatever, saying that they didn't help him and they don't care about black people's health, which is a very blanket statement. And he mentioned Farrakhan, and I see a lot of individuals that know I rock with Farrakhan that's on my timeline. You feel me? That's using that video to propagate their own emotions and propagate their own thought process without just saying it directly. Like if you want to go at somebody, say it directly. Don't use the thoughts of a dead man to say it. Make them your thoughts. You understand me? Don't make it the dead man thoughts, because what you do when you do that is you make a person have to go disrespect the dead man in order to get through you and what your intent is and what your character is. So don't use Dr. Sebi's words to create divisiveness. Don't use Dr. Sebi's words to create divisiveness at all. You understand me? That ain't righteous. That ain't integrable. That ain't integrable. What is your intent? What do you want to get out of this? If you want to push Dr. Sebi's legacy, then teach what he taught. The effects of great leadership is to produce better students. So teach what he taught as far as health and exhibit what he taught as far as health. A lot of people want to romanticize the idea of this documentary, but what does it mean if you don't actually follow the regimen and what he taught? If you don't follow the lifestyle and what he taught as far as how to eat? Then it's bullshit, it's BS. It doesn't matter. So here we got all of these black people that's conspiracy theorists about all of the Dr. Sebi documentary, but you're not following the shit that Dr. Sebi even taught. You're not about to go on that lifestyle, so it won't have an effect unless it affects you, unless you actually communicate that change with the expression of who you are, and it becomes your character, right? We're doing it through memes. Dr. Sebi said this. He said this. No. Don't use him as a way to propagate your thoughts. Don't use him as a way for your intent. Speak your mind directly. If you have a thought that you want to say, you don't have to say it through another man. Dr. Sebi I'm going to put this in terms of men, right? All of these are men that we deal with, right? A lot of times, because, and it's not to disclose the women, but a lot of times our ancestors are used to be pitted against each other to play this Pokemon ass game as if we got to fight our ancestors. You understand me? In the raising up of our descendants, instead of taking whatever culmination of thought that they had and whatever highest frequency of mastery that they was able to obtain and push out, you feel me? And then use that and then give whatever good that they establish and that they built and use that to evolve the youth, use that to evolve the future. That's real leadership. But to say that, oh, Sebi taught this, he didn't like Farrakhan because of this, that's lame as fuck. That ain't teaching the children nothing, because now what it does is it creates a division. Now the children over here is like, damn, I was just listening to Farrakhan. No, he just gave me some advice on blah, blah, blah. And now it's like, damn, I wanted to listen to Sebi, but they seem to be against each other. Now they feel like they got to pick sides instead of saying that, oh, I'm going to take all of the electrical dietary sense that Dr. Sebi was able to establish. I'm going to add that within my lifestyle routine. I'm going to take this electrical knowledge and wisdom that Minister Farrakhan giving me. I'm going to add that to my routine. Then I'm going to have it all. Because Dr. Sebi was not a teacher like Farrakhan. He didn't. I may take the, when it comes to eating and stuff from Sebi, but I'm gonna take the knowledge from Farrakhan. So you can't divide these two. They both have to go hand in hand if we go evolve as a people. And I don't see no other race of people that do that. No other race of people that do that with their legends. You understand me? So we the only people that do that, and that's divisiveness. But it's because a lot of people going through PTSD, a lot of people going through trauma. And men don't know how to deal with their emotions, right? And don't know how to confront things, you feel me, straight on and straight ahead. You understand me? And so, no, you about to get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not dealing with no stupid questions, no nothing, any of your ignorance. Research and study for yourself. Don't come on a live and ask a question that's going to take hours and years of studying to interpret and understand. Because I'm not going to be able to give you that. I'm not about to cure you of ignorance in this live. What's going to cure you of ignorance is you live in a life where you value the knowledge and you take that and you cultivate that within. That's where we at. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I have all of the answers. I'm not saying that I've risen to the highest level of attainment possible when it comes to the cultivation of my enlightenment and the balance of my spirit, my emotional, and my soul. But I do say that I'm always working and striving to become better, right? I'm always working and striving to where I want to influence individuals through the actions of the things that I aspire to be, and not just. And I was listening to the good sister Zaza Ali talking about this. Leadership just through the things that you say, influence just through the things that you say, that's not real leadership. Leadership through the things that you become, right? The things that you become and you represent, that's leadership, right? Representing what you are. Because Dr. Sebi also taught y'all niggas to smoke weed, and I don't believe in that. I don't believe that y'all should be doing that, because I think that's a liability to a lot of you all's situation, your focus, your distraction, you tapping in, the chemicalization of it. So you can't take an old clip and use that and derive that as your point of reference for your thought process and your behavior. No. So you got to know how to be able to take the truth from each individual leader and what they cultivated and what was great about them and add on to self and evolve with that. But there's divisiveness. What do you get from tearing down the next man if you're not going to put something better in place? Look, here's the thing about the whole Farrakhan thing, right? If anybody want to tear down Farrakhan, are you going to go in his place? Are you going to do the work in his place? Are you going to raise those black families? Are you going to teach those black men? Are you going to help raise those black women? Are you going to travel around the country and intercede in international affairs? Are you going to bring millions of black men together under rules of atonement? Are you going to teach and heal millions of people? If you're not going to do that, then shut up. If you're not going to extend the legacy, because no legacy of any great measure has to be built off the back of another black man. Nipsey didn't have to do that with his legacy. He didn't have to down one particular leader ever. I didn't see him do that. He didn't have to say, this is that, and that is that, and that's why I'm this. My way is the right way. Nah, it's a continuous lesson of learning and becoming. That's the only way we grow from this shit. And evolution of knowledge. So individuals that's out here spreading this influence, this leadership, because you understand me, you having an emotional reaction to the death of our good brother or the passing of our good brother, that's sucker shit. That's sucker shit. And you gotta call this shit out. Anytime you see anybody on here influencing and creating divisiveness, call them out, man, on that sucker shit. Because we need way more unity. And so any post, meme, action, lecture, word of divisiveness is taking a step back. That's taking a step back. I don't know who you're talking to, Cat Kelly. You better you gonna have to clear that up. You understand me? So we move forward. We move forward, and as we move forward, we continue to build. As we move forward, we continue to build. And if you're going to establish something, it has to be established on you giving people solutions and you giving them an applicable thought process that they can use to improve their life, that they can improve the mastering of their consciousness and the evolution of their thought pattern, right? And they can improve their life situation, that they can become better leaders. You understand me? That you're giving them real game in real time based on the real things that you're doing. We giving business knowledge because business is warfare. We giving them a spiritual knowledge because there's spiritual warfare that's being played on us. We giving them the knowledge of the like my brother Residue, when he come with the actual facts of all of the chemicalization that's happening within us, because that level of awareness, when you see the problem, allow you to attach it to a solution that you can do, right? I recommend a message to the black man for all black men. It don't say message to Muslim black men. It says message to black men, right? And the messenger says 70%, 75% of his teachings are for the woman, so it's also for the woman as well, right? And when I grew up at Your Black Muslim Bakery, man. It wasn't nothing but about health. I grew up when I was younger. I was a vegetarian, and no, I don't recommend veganism. That was started by a white guy. For all those that think that they following Dr. Sebi because they vegan, that don't mean you following Dr. Sebi. You understand me? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he recommended a lifestyle, you understand me, that I believe will allow individuals to live for a very long time. That allow individuals to live for a very long time, called How to Eat to Live, where he was the first one that brought into individuals' lives. And black people in America, he was the first one that gave them a lifestyle and a way of eating that interceded, right, with what they were doing and what they were putting in their body. He was the first person. And that legacy continued to all of those who followed him and all of those who taught him. I'm gonna call it the electrical lifestyle. I don't like to call anything a diet, because a diet is something, you know, that starts with diet. The same way morning starts with morning. And now we've been all having some good morning lately because we've been mourning the good brother Nipsey Hussle. So that's when that's a good morning, right? Message to the black man, How to Eat to Live, right? I'm not sure. Did Dr. Sebi write any books? I'm not sure. I know I've seen a lot of his videos online, but I'm not sure if he wrote books. But the message of this, man, is no divisiveness. Anything that's divisive, I ain't fucking with. Anybody that's divisive, I ain't fucking with. You understand me? We lack so much proper leadership in the streets. We lack it, you know what I mean, in the corporate entities. We lack it in the conscious communities, in the Muslim communities. You understand me? You got niggas out here killing each other, man. The gangs out here killing each other, and they looking to the higher conscious influencers. Yeah, I'm getting that mucus out the body. They look. I went and got some Dr. Gosson herbs. My mom always been an herbalist, so she always taught us how to, you know, electrify our bodies by doing these different things. Right now, I'm just taking some ginkgo and some Siberian ginseng right now. You feel me? But I got my turmeric and my black seed oil that I take in my daily regimen as well, that I tap into. But you know, I grew up at Your Black Muslim Bakery that influenced a healthy lifestyle. You feel me? That I grew up under the guise of How to Eat to Live. You understand me? I grew up under healthy eating. I grew up as a vegetarian. You understand me? These were the ways. You understand me? And a lot of people venture off from it, and then they blame the source as if the information wasn't already out there, put out there for you. As if millions of people haven't bought that book, as if that knowledge hasn't been disseminated within the paradigm. And so it's a dangerous narrative that we spread anytime it's something divisive, because here the cats in the street is looking up to the conscious community to do something like, yeah, I respect y'all brothers. And then boom, when they respect you, you cause division. Like, damn, ain't that what we already doing in the street? How can I come to y'all for higher knowledge and higher consciousness if y'all teaching division as well? If y'all doing it through y'all tactics, you understand me? And what y'all propagate as well. So if it ain't something that's unifying, it don't qualify you for leadership of Black people in America. It don't even qualify you to have a voice for our people in America. It don't qualify you to even be observed. If what you doing ain't about unity, it ain't about solutions, it don't even qualify you for observation. You understand me? Because observation brings things to life. Once human consciousness is giving attention to something, we vibrate that and we give it life. And we don't need to give life to anything that's negative. We don't need to give life to anything that's divisive. So if a person ain't working with solidarity and inclusion and unity and breeding that type of, you understand me, information and those solutions and operating as if they are the conduit for what they talk about and they're the example for what they talk about, I don't want it. I don't care how much good you do. Right? So I know now, and see, I'm the type of person, if I say I rock with Farrakhan and you do something to disrespect it, that just means you disrespecting me directly or indirectly. You feel me? And so that's my whole thought process on that, is because I don't see nothing but disrespect. And if a person got disrespect, I'd rather the person give it to me directly. I'd rather a person say it out their mouth. Don't use a dead man to do it. Don't use somebody else's sound bites to do it, man. Because you creating that pathway to where a person got to go down. Now you make a person want to disrespect the conduit of the voice that you're using instead to speak to you directly. And that's where that divisiveness is created. And that's a tactic for these highly intelligent individuals that know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So yeah, I rock with all of them. I rock with Dr. Sebi for whatever I can get from them. You know what I mean? To make my body electrical, right? And I rock with every other leader that has something that they can teach me that I can rock with to make my body electrical, my mind electrical. That's gonna give me some governance over myself. That's gonna give me some sovereignty over myself. That's gonna give me some power, some solutions, and some application on how to change my life. Anybody that's on the divisiveness, they don't deserve to be observed. And because we got these platforms that we can share whatever the hell we want to, we can do whatever the hell we want to. But the dangerousness is that you have low vibrational individuals that's coming to you for high vibrational knowledge, but all you doing is continuously feeding their lower vibrations. And you lead them down the path of lower vibration. So when they encounter somebody of the opposite spectrum that consider to believe something of an indifference, then they're going to encounter them with low vibrational confrontation. So they're gonna be like, nah, okay, you believe in Farrakhan, or you believe in Sebi, or you believe in this person. No, but if the person would have taught them in the right direction, that each individual has a spectrum of God frequency that they've tapped into while they was here, and you're supposed to take that which is exceptional about each individual and learn from them. It don't matter who you encounter that has a difference of thought process, you'll be able to unify with them based on what you all have in common. But if a motherfucker is out here teaching divisiveness, then you ain't gonna be able to do that. I rock with all my ancestors for the good they gave. I'm sure Nipsey wasn't perfect. We don't take the imperfect from an individual and make that the legacy. We tap into the perfection of the individual and make that legacy. That's what we use as a standard. I done did a lot of shit in my past. Sure, a bunch of different people have. That's not what we make as a standard for the evolution of our people. We take that standard, we take that pressure, we take those things that we've learned, that experience, that wisdom that we've cultivated, and then we take those jewels that they've made themselves into, and then we give that to the next generation. We give that to the next generation. And like I said, man, I don't even want to come on here and do this. I'd rather be speaking about my master course. I'd rather be speaking about my business. I'd rather be speaking about, things that's going to give you and equip you with tools and knowledge that allow you to change your life, different streams of income, different ways to raise your vibrational frequency and get you to that higher level. But somebody got to speak in and be a voice of reason, man. And I dare I say it's this old nigga mentality. It's this old nigga mentality, man. Sometimes you get into this age And you get cyclosclerosis. You get into a rigid way of thinking. You get into this one way of thinking, and you start operating off those past thoughts, right? Because the OG always think they right. They think that this way is the best way to do it. You understand me? The past was the best way. We got to evolve with the times and update our minds to current time reality and move based on where we are now and the tools that we have to build now. These young minds can't do nothing with your they can't do nothing with your trauma. They can't do nothing with your emotional deference. They can't do nothing with your low vibrational thoughts. So before we get on social media and we share our negativity, look, see, that's why I had to make sure it was saved on YouTube. They cut me off. They cut me off YouTube. I mean, they cut me off Instagram. That's why I had to make sure, I put it on YouTube. I know what they was gonna do already. You understand me? Anytime you got a voice of reason out here spitting anything qualifying information for the people that's not divisive in nature, you feel me? Because here's the thing about these memes. And shout out to Nick Cannon, man. I just see him visiting a correction facility, man. That's what I love to see, man. That's the type of shit I love to see, man. All that other sucker shit. So let me go back live again, man. Anytime you get to speaking some real knowledge, man, they don't want to hear that. But it ain't no Dr. Sebi versus Farrakhan. You understand me? At this point, man, Instagram cut me off. But at this point, we either evolve or we die. It's evolution or de-evolution, man. This world is wicked. And you can't allow the negative world to win when there's so much power to gain from this positivity. There's so much power to gain from tapping into your flow. There's so much power to gain from tapping into your master consciousness. There's so much power to gain from tapping into the creativity that you are. There's so much power to gain from tapping into the cradle of your potential. You understand me? Like, it's a lot of power out here, man. And I know individuals that's like in my own family that's going through a lot of different shit, mental health issues and deaths and a bunch of different stuff, man. And this should be hard to continuously come on here and work with the people and deal with the people. You understand me? And deal with individuals that supposed to be moving of a higher caliber, but you see that negativity winning. You understand me? You see that evil influence winning. You say, God damn, man, for some reason they got it together. But we so hard-headed. And how many of us got to be sacrificed in order for the world to get it? How many of us? We all just links in this chain. And each one moving further and further. But I promise you, if you take the spectrum of everyone that you respect and you take those principles and things that they stood on, the characteristics that they stood on, and you add those qualities to self, you evolve overnight. We evolve overnight and we have everything that we need. I'm about to stop addressing this shit because I would rather us get to that point where we just building to where it's 5 of y'all on the line and we done built some, we didn't tangibly put our money into the same thing. We didn't invest into something that's producing an outcome. I'm done with this conscious rage. Done with it all. That don't produce nothing. It's time for nothing but solutions. I can't afford these distractions. And that's what they are. That's the reality of. I can't afford them no more. They too expensive for me. They too expensive for my legacy. I can't afford it. Maybe y'all can. I can't afford it no more. I tapped out. I done went bankrupt. You understand me? I'm done with it. So as I move forward, you gotta have to move forward with me because the only things that I want to speak on and build on is all the things that's solutions. I don't have time to be dealing with all this divisiveness, this negativity, this low vibrational thought process, this sucker reality that's constantly being propagated towards this crowd mind that don't allow you to think as an individual and take all the lessons that you've been gaining, the education and the knowledge and the intellect you've been given and grow yourself and aspire to become more. If you're not aspiring to become like the people that you look up to and move further than them, then you're doing them a disservice and an injustice to their name by even saying that they inspire you. By even saying that they inspire you. If you ain't moving with the cultivation of that same spirit that the people that you respect, then you're doing a disservice and it's disrespectful for you to even utter their name. disrespectful for you to even utter their name. So we move forward. I want to be like, I want to have the same, I want to have the ability, like, the only time I seen Gary Vee ever post something that was negative or not negative, ever post something that was detracting from his regular message of giving people solutions and goals, is when he posted up Nipsey Hussle. That's the only time. But you don't see white people, you don't see rich individuals and wealthy individuals constantly being berated by so many issues that it takes away from their creativity, their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, and the things that they want to acquire, and the things in their legacy building. The only time that I seen him take out time to make a post like that was with Nipsey Hussle. And that's because he got engaged in our community. And one of ours touched him. But we constantly being berated. Everybody, my DMs is full. Keys, here's another problem. Speak on this. Speak. You think I want my mind filled with all that negativity? No. Send me nothing but progress. Send me nothing but solutions. Send me new inventions. Send me new opportunities. Book me. You understand me? Send me receipts that you supporting me. Because guess what? The same day I died, the day after I died, all the love fills in. Treat me like I died yesterday. And love me today like you would if I was gone. Send me nothing but solutions and love and energy. That's all I want. Anything else, you can keep it to yourself. You understand me? Anybody else that got a problem with anything else, y'all can keep them niggas and they shit, and y'all can keep it to yourselves. I don't want it. You feel me? I come from a different era, man. I done seen the solutions. I grew up with the solutions. I done seen men who done had power. I done seen men who had their own EMF services. They own bakeries and health food stores. They had their own schools, their own security firms, their own temples. I done been speaking at Rostral since I was younger. I've been teaching black men that they was gods since I was a teenager. This ain't nothing new. This ain't goddamn spinning the wheel and going back over this old shit I'm done with. It's time for evolution. This shit is terrible, man. It's not good for the health. It's not good for the health. So at some point in time, we gotta learn, if you want to tap into that master consciousness, you want to tap into that flow where you can't do no wrong, and you tapped into your most creative self and your most aspiring self where you becoming more, you have to. And this is not something that you can play with or waver with. You have to be able to give 100% focus on the things that matter. I didn't say 90, I said 100%. Think about that. When was the last time black people has ever been able to give 100% focus on a dream, a goal? 100%. We ain't. But when was the last time we gave 100% focus to a problem and a distraction? All the fucking time. And that's why we manifest it. Because if they can keep us distracted, if they can keep us wavering, if they can keep us drifting, they can keep us, you understand me, procrastinating, we never build anything. We never build anything. So I can't afford it. It's too expensive. This ain't ancestors against ancestors. Nobody that's living has the right to put an ancestor against another ancestors. You pitting positive energy against each other and making it and converting it and transmuting it into negativity for your own intent. You don't have that right. You don't own these ancestors. They not pawns in your game. They not pawns in your game. Only way you can use an ancestor with some positive unifying force. Because the collective of their spirit, the totality of what they wanted to produce was something positive for all black people. So if you use their energy in a manner unbecoming of their legacy, then you're doing them an injustice. So we move forward. We move forward with everything. Masterclass, man, starts April 9th. And look, I've already you take the intake form to be considered for the master class, but not everybody will be approved. Some people were unapproved already. We sent out the approval letters for those who were, and we're going to be sending out the unapproval letters for those who weren't. You just take the intake form, you fill out the questions. You understand me? And we'll tell you later why you weren't approved, and we may have, something else that we put in place. We might have something else that we put in place. But I'm gonna tell you a big factor in this approval process is that if you don't value knowledge, I don't want you in a class. I would rather teach one person. I would rather teach one person. If you don't value knowledge, I don't want you in a class because you won't have the discipline to succeed. You won't have the discipline in order to utilize that knowledge. So this is not going to be a public forum. I'm not going to be teaching everybody this. I don't. I don't want to teach everybody this because I know how the mind works. I don't live in some utopian idea in my head that everybody can be reached. When it comes to something negative, easy to reach everybody. Easy because we are already right next to that spectrum of low vibration. So when something negative happens, we only need to move 1 degree off the needle in order to keep us there. So we stay in there. And everything in our environment feeds that low vibrational spectrum so it keeps us there. The food you eat, the things you watch, the things that's marketed to you, the people you hang around with, the entertainment, everything, your environment keeps you there. But when it comes to something positive, person trying to bring you up here, you tether to that negativity. It's hard to bring you up here. It's hard. You have to fight to stay up here. So I only want the people that value that space. I only want the people that value knowledge to tap in. Because I'm going to give all the game that I know. I ain't leaving nothing on the table. All the game. You understand me? I can't share everything here. Everything ain't meant to be shared in a public forum. You understand me? People don't respect free. People don't respect free. We don't respect free. Y'all was so-called June 19th giving freedom. We don't respect freedom. Look at what we doing with this shit. You understand me? A lot of times when we go to jail, individuals land in prison, all of a sudden they get to learn how to respect freedom. When something is taken away from you, they respect it more because hindsight makes you think about the event, makes you think about the reason and the meaning in something afterwards. Hindsight, 2020. But instead, man, when you become that type of individual that has present sight, that can see things now, and the importance and the value of now, that's able to have synchronicity, that's a different level of life that you get to live. That's a different level of life, B. So, like I said, I'm done with the divisiveness. I'm done with individuals pitting their ancestors against each other. And those same individuals that do it, and I'm holding off from certain low vibrational thoughts and going off on individuals, those same people that do it, they ain't got no power. They ain't got no power. And those that do have a few solutions, they can't step in the shoes of the individuals that they trying to crush, that they talking that bad about. They can't. So, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. I appreciate all y'all that tap in, all y'all that have critical thinking skills, all y'all that have emotional intelligence, all y'all that have executive decision making skills, all y'all that have mind management and discipline and learn now not to be in a reactory phase, but be proactive. All y'all that call out individuals who influence you to the divisiveness, will influence you on low level vibrational thought patterns, that y'all call them out, call them as suckers, that y'all see that's not unifying and working with each other. And y'all see, whether it's in a Muslim community, and y'all be like, hey, ain't y'all all Muslims? Why y'all ain't working together on this? Why y'all don't have each other on this? Call us out. Call us out. That's what we need. We need that. You got to force unity on the people. The same way if a person is talking to you about money and they broke, the same way if a person talking to you about unity, but they alone, or they divisive, or they not unified with all the same other individuals who talking about it. You got to call people out on that. Because if a person is talking about solutions and they not providing them, or talking about unity and they don't have none, then that means that they broke as well, because that broke means something ain't working. So call them out on that. This is the time. Executors only. You have to embody what you say. So I'm working on becoming more. That's the goal for me, is to become more. Talk less, become more, man. That's what it's all about. Your entire life is supposed to be a journey of becoming more. Every single day, you're supposed to be evolving. But I know a lot of us have days where we devolve, we take steps back. And it's sad because our only outlets of expression a lot of times are going to places of de-evolution, clubs and lounges and shit like that. People always ask me what I do for fun, man. I motherfucking enjoy life. Like my spirit be really enjoying life. But individuals thinks that enjoyment only comes from places, you understand me, where you have to pay somebody else to be around other people. That's motherfucking drunk or some shit. Like we so low on the totem pole, individual don't take that money to travel, see new places, experience new energies. You understand me? You're gonna find when you start to become more, the clubs start to look like the trap house. The clubs start to look like you get to see it for what it is. You get to see all of the insecurities walking in the door. You get to see all of that low vibration. This nigga got to do that. Got to do this for that. Got to do that for that. Like, damn, I don't never want to be like y'all. I'm vibrating higher. I'm not saying that I'm better. I'm just saying I became more. I ain't got to say I'm better. I'm just saying I became more. Same way if you a celebrity, they got to what? They got to, once you become more, what they got to do? They got to pay you to walk into their establishment. Don't you want to be so valuable? They got to pay you to walk into their establishment. They got to pay you to walk into their establishment. That's what I want to do. Because I became so much that, you understand me, I'm no longer paying them to come in their place. They pay me to come in there. They pay you when you become more. When you the value. But when they provide the value, which is just an empty space with liquor and people, you understand me, and ego, then you got to pay them. And look, I'm not self-righteous or none of that shit. I'm not telling y'all what to do with your time. I'm just saying assets versus liabilities. Perfect death. You know what? I'll add you in here. Hold on.
What's up?
Hold up. Now, what's your question, good brother?
Peace. I said, how is what you're saying right now benefiting us as black people at the bottom of all economics? How can somebody tune in, right, who's living in poverty and take what you're saying, he don't have keys to get anywhere? How could he transmute that into spiritual energy and get going?
All right, first of all, let's talk about what I just was talking about. I was talking about liabilities.
So I didn't hear what you said before that.
I was talking about liabilities, right?
Okay.
Liabilities are things that don't add value to yourself, right? So if an individual is if they spending money on liquor and they not in the economic financial situation, then that's taken away from the money that they have. And first of all, their thought process is allowing them to rob themselves every single day. Most of us are targeted by our egos, and we finance our egos through our activities every single day. And it becomes detrimental to our lives as far as the future that we go build. So just in that stance of assets versus liabilities, a lot of things that individuals in poverty, the reason that you can't move forward is because you don't know the difference between an asset and a liability. An individual will go to the club and pay more money for liquor that's marked up 1,000% when they could have went to their local store and bought that. But at the same time, the liquor that they buy in that club is going to degenerate their mind to where they won't even have to focus for goals. So you have two selves that's always playing against you. It's that self that's seeking that critical thinking self that's always focused on the goal obtainment process, that's always doing a responsible thing. And then you have that experiential self that just want to have fun, that want to live, that would just want to do things that are more so liabilities to you getting out your economic situation. Right? But let's take another look at this. There's nobody on this live that don't have resources. So for one, you got to disappear that thought process. There's nobody on this live that don't have resources, right?
Man, you know how many black people you talk to and they don't have nothing at all?
Wait. If they're on this live, then they have a phone. They have access to the internet.
Small percentage, brother. We're a small percentage.
No. The percentage. Your mind is the same as my mind. You understand me?
Fact.
We got the same ability to evolve our minds. Hold on. One spokesman at a time. We got the same ability to evolve our minds and utilize them in the same manner. When you start to when you listen for information as instructions instead of entertainment, then you learn how to obtain the knowledge to use it as an asset. So if a person is first giving you the structure of how you're supposed to use and utilize your life, and also you should ask the question, okay, you said that the internet is an asset for me. The internet is a tool that equalizes us. The next question should be how. That's the solution-based question. So the next question should be how. How do I utilize this? How do I create new streams of income for myself? How do I look beyond my environment for my resources? Or how do I start to look at my resources different within my environment? And one of the resources is using technology, right? So the same way that you're able to come on this live is the same way that you're able to Google opportunities, the same way you're able to YouTube opportunities, the same way you're able to buy consultations from individuals that's all around the country, the same way that you're able to find different streams of income by becoming utilizing the platforms that exist. It all depends on the mindset and what you want to produce. The self-suffocating mindset and narrative is the one that victimizes itself and produces more victimization, which distracts the mind from finding opportunity because they're not trying to look for opportunity. So it's not, and that's why mindset is 100% important, because those who are in impoverished individuals and see themselves as not having opportunities, the only reason they don't have them is because they're not looking for them or they're not producing them. I would have no opportunities if I don't produce them for myself. If I'm not getting booked, I'm going to book myself. If a person ain't giving me a job, I'm going to give myself a job. Nobody giving me money, I'm going to give myself money. It all starts with you tapping into that pattern of thinking. And then you ask yourself this. I'm going to leave you with this real quick. There's 3 different things I always tell people. First of all, identify what the problem is. Identify all the problems that an individual that think that they have within their reality. Because a question comes with the opposite polarity of the answer, and that's why I'm answering your question. Then once you come up with all of the problems, I want you to identify, I want you to obsess over the solution to every single problem you ask yourself. In every book, in every YouTube, in every Google, in every speaker, in every conversation, in every habit, I want you to obsess over all of the solutions. And then after you get all of the solutions written down in every format, in every manner possible, I want you to obsess over executing every single last one. And when you're so busy executing all of those solutions, that's the only thing that you manifest and create.
Man, I hear what you're saying. I hear exactly what you're saying. You're dropping keys, bro. You consider yourself an initiated man?
I'm still initiated.
Okay. I consider myself an initiated man. So what you speaking about, that's only one state of existence.
Hold on, turn the camera to you, man.
Why? You looking at me right now?
No, I can't see you. I want to look at you in your face, man.
All right, bro. So if we speaking on spiritual terms, man, what you speaking about is only one state of existence. We're trying to get our black brothers to tap in and really tap in and see what's happening here. How much you have those headbands on? Sell for? How much you selling those headbands for?
They start at $29.19.
$29.19. I remember once upon a time I seen you had it for like $80, like $79.
I got some that go up to $500, and eventually they'll go up to $10,000. What's the intent of your question?
It'll go up to 10,000. That's what you're telling me.
What's the intent of your question?
What's the intent behind you putting that shit for $10,000 when we're at the bottom of all economics, man?
Are you going to buy it? Am I going to take the money out your account so that you go into poverty?
Man.
You know how many items cost $1 million? There's $1 million homes. Are you walking past those homes and asking how come they cost so much? Are you going to walk into every store and every luxury place in existence and ask yourself why I don't have the ability to afford something? When you focus on the things like that, that's the reason you find yourself in economic poverty. You focusing on things that you can't afford. That's not even for you. You got mad on something that don't even exist yet. It don't even exist yet, and you just got mad.
That's what you're saying.
No, I'm reading your energy.
I'm speaking on spiritual terms, fam. You going straight back to the physical. I'm trying to get to the spiritual.
They all relate. They are interconnected.
Man, so what's the foundation of all things? What's the foundation of all things, brother?
I'm not here to relate to your knowledge. So if you got a question, wait, young brother, because I'm gonna let you speak. I'm not here to.
More than your body, right?
Say that again.
You actually realize that because you're trying to still teach people that they in the grid. We're not really on the grid. You gotta get them out. There's a process of waking up, right? You wake up on the third sphere. It's called Binah. It's called the Sea of Binah, man. That's Saturn. You can wake up there. You could think you woke, but you're still in the matrix and you're plagued by everything that's happening around you. But you gotta make a trip right to Neptune. And when you wake up there, you're not in the matrix no more. That's reflection. That's number 2. And it's only you and the God force. You and the foundation of all reality, because Heather permeates through that.
Hey,
my fault. Somebody trying to call me nature boy. I'm not no nature boy. It's called Kabbalah.
Focus, no, brother. Just focus on whatever school of thought you're coming from. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you get your voice out.
Man, I'm over here with Tahuti, man. We try to talk about the center of our being. Everybody has it. You got to teach us that, bro. Teach us how to really pick up our energy, fam. I could tap into your life all day and not get one real spiritual key that's gonna make me think like.
Why would you tap into my live all day? If that's the case.
No, I'm giving you an example.
Why would you?
You're not even listening.
I'm asking you a question.
That's very left-handed, bro. That's very egotistical for you to say. I'm over here talking about spirituality, man.
All right, listen, brother. Listen. Relax with the name calling. Why would I'm asking you a question? Why? What? Look.
You just told me what?
You just told me I was that was being egotistical. Now listen, I'm asking you, why would you come onto the platform at all? We have the ability to observe things and to not observe things.
You're a black leader, and we want to see black leaders leading and showing us something that we can really form. Now
let me ask you, black leadership, right? Because in order to be a great leader, you have to be a great follower. So we are all leaders, in that sense. Now, the thing about it is nobody is each other's puppets. You understand me? We don't get to wait. I'll let you speak, brother. We gonna do this respectfully as we dialogue.
Of course not.
So we don't get to the point where I want this person to say this, so they must say that. That's not, even in the spiritual sense, you understand me? You're talking about just to be. It's the release of control and the want to control another person and what they say and what they do. You understand me? That's more coming from the ego that tells you that this person has to say what you want them to say, has to teach what you want them to teach, has to feed you in a particular manner that you want to be fed. I operate from, you understand me? The standpoint that I want to lead myself. And if anybody else is charged by the example of how I lead myself, then they can take on that energy. You understand me? And my next question is, what results do you? I said I charge myself by the leadership on how I lead myself. And if an individual can take that example of what I became and they can use that in any manner to lead themselves better, then by all means, I'm doing my job and I'm feeding my purpose. Now, the question is that what results do you want to get within your life is the question. Because everybody is not on the same path.
I don't think you're trying to pick up on what I'm really trying to say. Right?
I'm a solution-based thinker. That's all I'm coming to you with.
There's been many people, right? Like Farrakhan, right? Who talk about they have the best image. They have everything going for them. They got a whole crowd that's listening to them, going crazy for them. But behind it all, it's a wolf. It's not no egoless man. And you know what I'm saying. And that's what I'm trying to get across, man.
First of all, don't be pretentious in thought to say that I know what you're saying. So first of all, let me tell you this, good brother, man. You know, I respect all. Relax. I respect all black men on this planet Earth. You understand me? Hey, relax. Let me speak. I respect all black men on this planet Earth that do good. You understand me? And one thing I never like to talk about any other black man that has done more good than I have. And that's a principle that I live by. Wait. That's a principle that I live by. And behind the doors, I could be doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. Listen, you have no substantial facts. You have no evidence. You understand me? Wait. You are grading somebody else based off your level of understanding and your level of spiritual cultivation. If you have never if you have never led a people, I don't give listen. I don't listen to, I'm not listening to somebody's pinpointed thought process on a man that's alive and living, that's helping bridge black families together and enlighten millions.
This is very accurate.
It's not accurate because you don't really know what you're talking about.
How is it not accurate?
I'm a production of Farrakhan. I'm a production of Elijah Muhammad. You understand me? And if by that, and if by his leadership, then you came here for leadership, then that means that by byproduct, then you have to take that as an extension of what he does.
Bro, I'm a production of the universe. I'm a production of the spiritual force of the cosmos and beyond. And you talking about you a product of a man? That's a man.
We are product of men. I'm allowing you to get this platform just because you seem like you might be going through something right now. You understand me? And it definitely ain't Farrakhan that you're going through. Whatever you're going through, you understand me? You might be hurt. You might be experiencing a lack of manhood or fatherhood within your life. And you know, whatever it may be, we all need outlets and we all look for blame, you know, for other men for our problems and the situations that we got going on within our lives. And just because you can YouTube some Haru and some Tahuti and some thoughts and some emerald tablets and tap into the universe, that doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm not with nothing. That's real contact. That's real contact with the ones on the horizon. You're not even telling them who's really out there watching us and keeping our fucking heads right. Our ancestors would having geometrically perfect pyramids, bro. And we had it. Hold on, I gotta go give this to my mom. I can't even, brother. This is very disappointing.
I'm not here to point any feeling in you. I'm not here for your appreciation, brother. You understand me? I'm here to change the pattern of thinking of those who are ready to be changed. No, I sound like 19 Keys. I'm a man. If I was to meet you in real life, I'd speak to you the same way. I speak to men on how men speak. You understand me? And that's how we gonna move about. Anything else I don't deal with. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, brother, because you know we on different calibers of thought process. I'm gonna move to change the people's. And when the day you take your knowledge and you become more than what you are, and you showcase and you show proof of all this universal intelligence that you've tapped into, and you build something, or you reach millions of people, or you transform the life of your family and the individuals around you with the knowledge that you have, you understand me? That's the day where I will listen to what you have, that you talking about, the day that you originate the intelligence yourself instead of try to get someone else's information confirmed. That's the day I'll listen to you. Until then, man, continue to strive to try to become more. I'm not a debate guy, man. My energy is different, man. I don't want to debate nobody. You understand me? I think it's a waste of time. So I'm not coming from the standpoint of, I don't want to speak to his mama. I don't want to speak to none of that. I'm not here to debate nobody. I don't think y'all understand my point. You know what I mean? My reality ain't about debating people. That's like me meeting somebody in real life and all of a sudden they get confrontational with me and they want to debate. That ain't how my energy's set up. And I don't want nobody to think that they gonna meet me in real life and start debating me. I ain't that type of person. Y'all can keep the debate shit for the debaters and all the individuals who live, and that's the kind of energy that they want to put out. I don't have that kind of energy. I got a soldier's energy. You feel me? So for all of those who want to debate, You're gonna have to go find somebody who debates. You understand me? As a young guy, I take proof. You know what I mean? I look at solutions and I move on those. You take an individual like that who's living with his mother, you understand me, supposedly, and tells me something about a man who has transformed the lives of millions of others. There's nothing to debate. What is there to debate? I would look like a fool debating that. That don't even make no sense. There's nothing to debate. So when it comes to that, man, you know, that's like arguing with hagglers and you in the NBA and you in the crowd and you arguing with people that's telling you how to shoot your shot, or you arguing with people that's telling you how to coach. You understand me? And you done took teams to the championship. You understand me? But it's cool. That's a good brother. You understand me? He wants more answers. He wants more knowledge. But if my thing is whatever source that you've built upon, go back to that source if they have all of the answers. If you found that, you know, Tahuti and the universal connection of the knowledge that you've been able to cultivate through your understanding of things is what you find is all of the answers in reality, go back to them and get all of the answers. You understand me? But if you go tap into me and you go tap into any other of the individuals and the shifters and people that I know and providing consciousness in the way that we provide it, then listen and shut up and learn. You understand me? You don't go to college, right? You go to college and you go to school to go argue and debate with your teachers unless it's goddamn a debate class. No, you sit there and you learn the science. You take that and you cultivate your own original way of thinking for whatever you want to. But people always tell people, if you met God, you're not even sure if you would like him, because people operate through their ego. You understand me? If you met God and God was talking to you in a manner to where you don't want God to talk in a certain tone, you might want God to sound a certain way, to speak a certain language, to look a certain way. If he manifested himself to you, you might not like God because you're going to be operating from your ego. You're going to be like, damn, God, why you sound so condescending? Or why you sound so cocky, God? Because you going to want God to bend to your will. You understand me? Instead of bending to God's will. So that's a different process when you are able to transform your thought process. I take people for as they are. However, the little brother in his level of consciousness, that's cool with me. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't hurt me. But when you establish facts that's against what a person has built up as their platform of thinking, it creates an insecurity because they don't know where to continue to build off from. They're like, damn, I looked up to this person and he's not validating me. So now I'm not sure what I should do with that. So what it does is it makes you push you on the offensive. You understand me? And you start blaming everybody else for all of your problems. You start blaming everybody else for all of your problems instead of listening so that you can gain and obtain these solutions. But ain't nothing to debate about Farrakhan. That man, 80-some years old, been working for like 60 years. Ain't nothing to debate. There's nothing to debate. I'm not about to debate about Dr. Sebi. That man's gone. He done laid his legacy. I'm not about to debate about Malcolm X and what he taught. I don't even agree with everything that Malcolm X said leading up to his death. Just because a man died and you have talking points that you use and be like, he said this and said that. I'm a grown man. If any man stands in front of me with any facts that I don't believe in or I don't agree with, we're gonna have a conversation about that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, because I look up to you, I'm compelled to agree with everything that you say. I'm a man. So regardless of any other of my ancestors that I met on this planet Earth, if I disagree with your thought process, then we're gonna have a conversation about it. That's just how it works, man to man shit. So no, I'm not about to take a reference thought from anywhere that you soundbite and use that for your intent. That's what I was just talking about with divisiveness. We always trying to use our ancestors and like they Pokemon cards that we can use to shuffle against each other. I ain't about to do that shit. I take the oratory skill that Malcolm X had, that he was able to utilize the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's what I rock with. That oratory skill that he had to do that, I rock with that. That don't mean I had to agree with all the moves he made as a man and for his family and his legacy. Nah. It ain't nothing to forgive. I ain't got no, come on now. I love my people. That's the only reason I, brought him on a platform so he can speak. That, that's what's up. Everybody has levels of growth. But at the same time, you have to know that you grow. He said he was initiated, meaning that, you know, he's reached that peak. You understand me? You know, he's not consistently still in his learning of becoming, but he's became, you know, and that lets me know a lot about an individual. But I ain't tripping. Anybody on here on a positive note, we're gonna end off on. Y'all like this debate shit. I don't like this debate shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, I just come from a different kind of energy, man. I ain't got time to be debating no fucking body. That ain't how pops raised me. You understand me? It's way too much work to be done out here in these streets. We got way too many things that we need to be doing, way too much building that needs to happen before me to be debating. You understand me? Legacies that's already been solidified. Because the day after Farrakhan died, guess what? Everybody posting memes, all of the love. He did this for that. Every rapper in the world, every politician and leader go get to posting up pictures you ain't even know that they had. You understand me? People out the woodworks. All of a sudden, people are able to piece together the legacy and how huge it really was, because now everybody gets to see the proof, because people was holding on to it because he's still alive. So they don't want to give you that confirmation of your legacy while you alive. But every black person on this fucking planet Earth, or in America especially, let's go with the context of America. Every black person in America has been affected directly or indirectly by the works of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan, and that's an undisputable, immutable truth. Undisputable, immutable truth. And ain't nobody can tell me different. Not a single person, even the people that dislike him. Because in order for you to dislike him, you still have to be affected by what he's done. And you arguing with the people that he's affected. Hey, think about this. The same people, you know, that you imagine this. You change people's lives, right? And then you got somebody else that come in and they talk shit about you. And the same people's lives that you've changed are the ones who argue for you, right? Because they know how much you changed their life. Yet you're trying to argue with these people, but they present proof by their very existence that they're of all of the good that you're doing. It's crazy. The Nation of Islam is just black people in America striving to do right. That's all it. That's what it is. You know, talking about people act like it's some, like I don't know what the hell they think it is, but it's black people in America striving to do right. Come on now. So it's like, if anytime you talk about the Nation of Islam, you're just talking about black people striving to do better for themselves in a wicked ass world. So what is there to talk about? I look at things from a very basic common sense. I let people argue themselves out, and I also don't like speaking over an individual, man. That's some sucker shit. You want to speak over me? Like I say, in real life, I'm not that nice. I'm nice in spirit. You know what I mean? You speak up to me, you're respectful. But if you want to argue over me, we ain't that cool. Where my little brother, he on the line, he'll tell you. I didn't, you know what I mean? Situations done got mishandled many a different times because of that. Let me ask Samad on here. Samad probably seen me slap a lot less people, and I don't slap people no more, man. I'm peaceful now. Samad, you see I'm rocking your shirt, man. My little brother made me this dope shirt. You understand me? I gotta show y'all the back later. What's up, good brother?
What's poppin',
man? Man, I'm just
much,
man. I've been tapping in with the. Was you on here when I was talking to the young brother about whatever he was talking about?
No, I just kind of tapped in.
All right, cool, man. You know, we were just talking about being men, man. You know, men always want to debate. This is my younger brother, y'all. He out there in St. Louis, my blood brother. You feel me?
You kind of caught me off guard.
No, ain't no such thing as being caught off guard. You got to stay ready.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand me? This a mod, y'all. 19 keys, 19 keys is young. People always ask. I'm young. Don't ask me how old I am. I'm young.
But yeah, though, man. Yeah, I heard you speaking on the Messenger and a lot of stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, that's just common sense. I ain't even gotta. I don't think I gotta waste time on that. But you know, we come from a background of poverty. We come from, you know, living in the hood. You know, we come from, you know, gang environments and things of that nature. You know, I always tell people that I've been working to transmute my energy to maintain my peace, but people have a wrong connotation of peace, I think, because you got to go to war for your peace. You understand me? Peace ain't some weak existence that you live by where you turn the other cheek in order to maintain. Because I can't be peaceful. Because if somebody was to slap me, right, and I turn the other cheek, I'm gonna hate myself for being such a sucker. So I won't have no peace. So the only way I'll be able to maintain peace if I reciprocate that. You understand me? Now I'm not just gonna slap you back because that wouldn't make me peaceful either. But after I knock you out, then I can get that energy off and I'll be peaceful. You understand me? So for me, peace is maintaining your energy. You feel me? And however level is calibrated to keep your balance.
You got a radical way of approaching peace.
Man, I want people to know, because if you disturb my peace, you feel me? But I don't think that's radical. I think that if you bother a soldier, man, a soldier is going to give you what a soldier gets. You can't bother people's peace and then expect for them to react in the manner you want them to. Like people want to disturb your peace and then be like, wait a minute, what about the rules of peace, brother? I thought you was a Muslim. Brother, yes, I am.
No, that's you establishing and maintaining your peace. Just addressing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Man, all right, so I ain't trying to embarrass you, right? But remember when you used to get in fights when you was younger?
Yeah.
And remember when we wasn't satisfied with the outcome of the fight? What would I do?
Hey, we gotta address my age.
Just wait. No, wait. Just answer the question.
All right. I remember a couple times you was like, man,
Hold on, I can't hear you. You breaking up, man. All right, go ahead. I couldn't hear you.
Somebody was trying to call me.
Damn.
But yeah, we was like, we got to get back on that. You know what I'm saying? We can't let that slide somebody because that's now gonna go down in the history in the books. You know what I'm saying? We gotta remember. I remember that.
And what we'd do? We'd go over to their house.
Right.
We'll find out wherever they was,
to get our get back.
and we get that get back. So anytime bro getting into and that was for all the brothers. If he got into a fight or a situation or a grievances with somebody, and I didn't feel like it represented the legacy of the Muhammad tribe, we'd go back over there to their house, knock on their door, you feel me, or go wherever they was in the streets, and we had to get that get back. If it was an older brother that wanted to handle that situation, then me and him can go at it. However it was.
The story short is, I got, I got overwhelmed in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, I just I took a loss. But you know what I'm saying?
But we came back and we got that get back though.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So everything balanced itself out.
Now, when me growing up in the streets and having to protect myself in many different ways. Did you hear about me taking any losses?
No, I ain't never heard you coming up with no losses. At least you ain't informed us on those.
Shit, the streets gonna inform you. I wasn't gonna be out here talking about I took a loss unless I really did. But the streets will inform you.
I was like 8 years old, everybody. So
now you was like 15, 16, 18, 20. You know what I'm saying? This been a whole life. This been a whole life experience. You feel me?
So that was a whole generation ago.
And I got that from Asian wine, so it's always just been passed down that we maintain that warrior spirit throughout life, man. And even when we used to go out and we used to go to lounges and clubs and things of that nature, same situation that happened. Individual always find themselves disrespectful, and then a lesson to end up getting taught. And so, it's always been that warrior spirit, even, whether it's against the police, whether it's niggas in the hood, whether it was white boys, there was always that warrior spirit maintained because respect was always the number one order of the day. And as men, we was always taught one spokesman. We get into a we whether it's speaking with the police, they want to ask us some questions. We always say one spokesman. Don't speak over each other, trip up your story. That's the militant manner. We whether it's a gang of other individuals that trying to press us or whatever it is one spokesman. Just that showcase of discipline and order scared the hell out of anybody that approaches us brothers, because every single time only one to speak, and that showed order and that showed control of self. So they would be like, damn, what kind of man is these? They always moving so militant, because that's how we was taught to move. You understand me? So a lot of time it'd be like at the times where it was me, you, Yusuf, Bashir, and Asian One. You feel me? That's 5, man. But we was always taught that 4 men make an army. But growing up, man, you know, I don't have to argue with nobody about what a leader has done. I don't have to argue with nobody about anything that they want to debate on. That's not my platform. That's not what I'm here for. I've spent many years debating with people. I spent many years arguing my side of my thought process, and I'm done with that. So now the only thing that I'm here and I work for is to be a teacher and to be a conduit of higher consciousness and solution-based thinking, and not only to be a conduit, but to execute those solutions in real time. And so, you know, I'm working on several different businesses. I'm working on businesses with my younger brother here, teaching him business and all that I know. And you know, we building together. Because as my brother Derek Gray said, it's family business and no business at all. And I got 7 brothers. You know, one of my brothers going through it right now. Mental health issues that we working on as a family unit. And you know, these struggles ain't easy. This stuff ain't easy as we go through this stuff. You know, everything ain't to be publicized. But the reality of it is that each individual is going through their own struggle. And a lot of times when we hurt, we want to hurt others. When we become victims, we want to victimize others. We want other people to feel our pain. And instead, we have to rise above that low vibrational thought process. And we got to learn how to build and learn how to become better than that. You understand me? So that debate energy is something that I don't respect. You understand me? Just because it's one ego against the other. And maybe if it's a high forum platform, you feel me, then there's a place for that. But in situations like this, that's just not where my energy is no more. I'm just not in debate land. You understand me? So I don't pit my ancestors against each other. I will use my own words. I don't have, if I'm gonna talk, I'm not about to talk from another man's words. I'm gonna use my own words. You understand me? I'm not Khaled and I'm not Malcolm. Respect to them. That's not my energy. I just told you I already did that before. I'm not Khaled, I'm not Malcolm. Stop using the ancestors against me. You understand me? They were men, I were men. They made decisions, I make decisions. I'm not here to do what they do. Just because Malcolm did and Khaled did don't mean that that's what I'm gonna do. You understand me? So somebody on the YouTube said Khaled did and Malcolm did it. That ain't me. You understand me? So let's stop doing that and let's build. If you want to debate, go debate. You understand me? Today, debate ain't building shit healthy right now. This debate that we doing is all negative shit. That's a waste of time. That's what I'm seeing it right now. It's a waste of time. And there's a scholar community where I think that is very respectable on platforms. But when it's used as like some gang shit, or it's used as like some old petty love and hip hop for consciousness type shit, I don't fuck with. And excuse my language. I know I'm doing a lot of cussing and stuff like that, but you know, it's just a passionate subject. I wasn't even supposed to be going this long. That got me pulled in. Little bro had to go. Yeah, man. I want to see people debate on how much they helping each other. Those same people that be debating, the problem with the debate is afterwards they don't be brothers. If you can't debate and maintain your brotherhood, then I'm cool with it. But people be debating and don't be brothers afterwards. Okay. I think that's it, man. I'm done. I tried to bring Lil Bro in, but his signal suck over there. I'm not about to bring nobody else in. I'm gonna just grab my energy for the day, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and go back to work as I do. But yeah, man, I feel like, you know, we need to deconstruct and reconstruct so many different things that's happening right now in our reality. And yeah, forex trading, any new stream of income that you can master, man, tap into it. Go ahead, brother. No Love Kwine, man. Tap into it, man. That's what we about to get focusing on for the rest of this week. I won't be dealing with any of this shit. I don't have no more time for it. Yeah, I probably won't be tapping into that. Listen, I know all y'all want to go into the spiritual matrix realm and all of that good stuff. But we about to stay here and manifest some material things because a lot of these people, y'all have all of these spiritual conquests and powers, but you don't know how to produce anything in reality. So it's not enough if I know everything in physics, but I can't goddamn, transmute these atoms and turn them into dollars, and then turn those resources of dollars into projects that help change the communities and lives of my people. You understand me? So I appreciate y'all. Like I say, send me solutions, send me opportunities. That's the only thing I want. Please, 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 I don't want none of them. And I mean that. I don't want none of them. I don't want none of them. You understand me? If it's gonna be big, I'm sure I'm gonna see it down my timeline for one of my fellow shifters or something. But I don't want any of them. If it's not a solution, you trying to book me, you trying to support something I got going on, I don't want it. I don't have to follow nobody else's brand of what I'm supposed to be doing with my energy and my time. Activism, I don't want it. Because a lot of those people, it ain't respectable in real life anyway. They don't practice unity. And what I think that the brand of reality needs is just more solutions and focus on the right things. You understand me? I don't want none of it. Don't send me nothing. You trying to get a consultation? Link in the bio. You trying to do some booking? Link in the bio. You want to join the masterclass? Link in the bio. You want to buy a crown? Link in the bio. You want to know the meaning to the crowns? Link in the bio. The meaning to 19 keys? Link in the bio. You want to listen to the podcast? Link in the bio. I touch on the totality of subjects, not just one. This happened to be my current focus. You understand me? There's a link in the bio for all this. You want to know some recommendation of books? There's a link in the bio for that. There's links in the bio. So that part of that critical thinking is analyzing the situation for it first before reacting. Before you ask a question, seek the answer sometimes. Well, I just put a new link in there, so check to see if it works today. If it didn't, I'll go update it today. Appreciate you letting me know that, Austin. I love your energy too. I love everybody's energy, man. We're gonna keep this good energy moving and populating the timeline and the good frequencies of good energy. I love all y'all. You understand me? That's what we vibrate with. Like I say, man, I'm a learning progress. I don't have it all, I don't know it all, but I'm becoming more. And I'm gonna continue to become more, and I'm gonna continue to be great, and I'm gonna continue to live and continue to appreciate all those who've laid down a foundation for us to be great. And I will never use their legacies against each other. I will never use sound bites and clips for my own intent. If I've done it in the past, I'm gonna work to not do it no more in the future. You know what I mean? In the present, I'm gonna work to establish the legacy and make all of the ancestors proud. You know, if there were points that they left off that they wish they became, I want to become that. If it was things that Malcolm X wished that he would have done differently, or wished that he would have became, or how he would have done it in 2019, that's what I'm gonna do. If it was things that Dr. Sebi wished that he would have became in 2019, that's what I'm gonna do. If it's things that Mr. Farrakhan want to see done but through black people in America, that's what I'm gonna do. If it's things that Honorable Elijah Muhammad's, I want to become the confirmation and the culmination of all of those things that our ancestors want to be seen within a man and the works that he's doing. And this is not going to be an easy journey, but this is the dedication of my life, and I'm sure it should be everybody's. So, it takes one day at a time. Nothing is built overnight. And we work to produce all of this great work. Nothing is built overnight. You understand me? And so I learned how not to rush myself. Brother Mustafa, hit me up for a consultation, and we can definitely help you with an online business. I've built websites for people. I've designed logos and design stuff. Like, I do a lot of different stuff on the back end. I do great business consultations, business management, as far as like branding consultations. I do that a lot for a lot of my individual shifters and for their platforms, help them build up. Everything is intentful. Everything is real. And so I think I'm going to come back on maybe later tonight and just allow you all to have a voice. It's not going to be me talking. I know a lot of you all, need the voice and need a platform sometimes to just express your thoughts. So I'm not trying to force, you to grieve a certain way or mourn a certain way or get over your trauma a certain way. I have to check myself sometimes because I know I want my energy to do things a certain way, but I know that the reality of it is there's a step-by-step process for our people. And unfortunately, we have to continuously take these steps backwards in order to make steps forward. But this is what we have to do in order for us to have a healing conversation in a healthy, collaboration moving forward. I know that that's what's necessary in order to establish it. So I love y'all, deeply, because that's the reason that I do it. That's the reason that I'm energized by the work that I do every single day, because it's aligned with my purpose. This is not going to take any energy from me. The only way to take energy from me if I was just doing this for money and I didn't get paid for it, and so I'd be mad because I didn't get reciprocated energy. But when I do this for the people, and I don't know who on the opposite side of that line, and you taking this and you may be adding this so that you can become better to in your life, and then reciprocate that energy by passing it on to another person and another person, then that's where my legacy gets to be built. So, I want to build an ideation hub, a place where individuals can come through, learn business tools, cultivate that creative intelligence. That's what I want to do. And if we can do that, then I believe that my job is well done. That's one of the things that I want to have tangibly built out. It's either going to be out here in Los Angeles or Oakland. I would like it to be in Oakland, but to be honest, my energy is resonating here in LA right now. So we might do it out here in LA. But that doesn't mean that we're gonna stop. I still want to do one in Oakland, even if I can do it in collaboration with some other individuals that I know. So the Instagram is cut off, but the YouTube is still going. And I'm not about to go back on Instagram. I'm done with that for the day. So my job not done here. We got so much more work to do. I'll continue to do the work that I know is necessary in order to change the lives of our people. And I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all, and y'all stay blessed, all right? Tap in.